In the quaint little town of Bumblebrook, where every alley was flanked by vibrant flower beds and pet-friendly cafes, lived a boy named Toby. Toby was not just any ordinary boy. He was the king of procrastination. His talents knew no bounds when it came to avoiding chores, and his adventures in last-minute panicking were the stuff of legends. One breezy afternoon, when the sun poured light upon the cobblestone streets, Toby was assigned a homework task that sent shivers down his spine: a presentation on the solar system. His teacher, Mrs. Waddlewood, was renowned for her passionate love of all things astronomy, which made her both inspiring and terrifying to her students. Toby, as the ultimate master of distraction, promptly decided that a day at the local park with his friends was way more important than preparing for his imminent doom. As he laughed and played frisbee with his friends under the cherry blossoms, the hours flew by. Toby, convinced he had the presentation all figured out, decided to wing it. How hard can it be? He thought. He'd heard enough about the sun, the moon, and those twinkly little stars to fill a book course, so he believed. Night fell, and the reality hit hard when he returned home, having completely forgotten about his presentation preparation. His heart raced. He rummaged through his bag only to discover a doodle of a cat flying through space, rather than notes on planets. Panic set in. He thought of the consequences: Mrs. Waddlewood's stern gaze, his friend Eric's smug face when he presented his own perfect project. Toby had to come up with a plan, so he decided to use his great idea of creative storytelling. Morning came, and with his trusty luck, Toby handed in a blank piece of paper, crumpled but with his boyish charm reflected in the way it was scrunched. Mrs. Waddlewood raised an eyebrow, and a collective gasp arose from the class. There he stood, bright-eyed and completely unprepared. As he began his presentation, Toby stammered through his imaginary tales of planets made of cheese and aliens who loved to surf. At first, the laughter erupted because they thought he was joking. But soon the hilarity escalated, not because of the topic, but because of Toby's wild gesticulations, his serious tone, and his utterly outrageous ideas. With each exaggerated description, he had the entire class and even Mrs. Waddlewood bent over with laughter. His stories took unexpected twists as he claimed astronaut squirrels traveled from treetop to treetop in their cheese rockets, saving the galaxy from evil, bread crust monsters. As he wrapped up his presentation, much to his surprise, everyone exploded into applause, including Mrs. Waddlewood, who was now clutching her sides, tears of mirth rolling down her cheeks. She declared, "Never have I seen such creativity in the face of unpreparedness. Toby, you deserve enough for originality." Relief washed over him like waves on a sunny beach, and words of joy and triumph burst from his lips as he smiled ear to ear. Toby had turned a disaster into entertainment, and his homework nightmare had transformed into his funniest hour. From that day on, whenever there was homework to be done, Toby made sure to at least do half of it, for fear that he wouldn't always get lucky again. But he often found himself dabbling in creative storytelling, much to the delight and laughter of his classmates, solidifying his newfound title as the master of the missing homework mystery. And so, along with his friends who now regularly teased him about it, Toby found joy in his uncanny ability to turn the mundane into magical mischief, always landing on his feet and leaving a smile on the faces around him.